Radio show. Facebook Live. Tune in. I know you're gonna dig this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Commish Radio Show. We're back again. This is the Commish Radio Show Tuesday special, and I'd like to go ahead and thank all of those who will be tuning in. I see that you guys are tuning in now. A happy birthday to School Board Trustee, Dallas Independent School Board Trustee Joyce Foreman, who's joined us, and also giving a shout out to Miss Charlotte Wooten, who handles our social media, where you can catch us at Ed Gray 1906 on Twitter and Ed Gray 1906 on Instagram. And of course, you got us right now here on on the Fishbowl Radio Network, where you can tune in to the radio show at fbrn.us. Go ahead and tune in to that as well. Special shout out again to Tina Denise High, who's listening in. I understand that we still have not received any progress in Carlos High's investigation of the police department shooting of Mr. Carlos High in regards to the Dallas. Dallas seems to be doing a lot of shooting. I forgot the Grand Prairie has done it as well. The Grand Prairie Police Department and the shooting of Mr. High, in which he was shot over 30 times, unarmed, 30 times, unarmed, 30 times. So we'd like to go ahead and have you guys to call in to the District Attorney, Faith Johnson, and let her know that justice should not be denied. So we want to go ahead and make sure that justice is not denied. We're going to spend this hour in a chill mode, if you will. This is not a Saturday in which the sun is shining and everything. We just want to go ahead and take our time to let you know what's going on in the community. Lieutenant William Oden, I believe, is listening in as well. William Oden, I gave you a title, Lieutenant. You're listening in as well, so we thank you for listening in. Jim Austin, shout out to Jim Austin over in Fort Worth. As you know, he has his mega mixer, which is going on at the Radisson Hotel. It's all about business. It's all about business. As I have often said, you cannot build Black Wall Street unless you stop shopping on Clan Avenue. And this is what we need to do. We need to think about how we are investing our money, how we are investing our monies. And yeah, that's right, plural monies. We have money in the stock market, we have monies in CDs, we have monies in investments, we have money in real estate, and so far this has netted us to be number 13 in the world. Out of over 150 countries, Black Americans constitute 13, number 13. Number 13. We need to stop acting as if we are poor and start dealing with our money as if we are rich, and start dealing with this effectively. And if we deal with this effectively, we will see certain things change. Certain things change politically, certain things change economically. This is what we need to do. Now, the sad part about that, being number 13 in the world, and I had my chest up out saying that our economy, our personal economy was bigger than Korea. Our personal economy was bigger than Italy. That's all good. But in 1968, when Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated, we were number 8. That shows you how far we've come and how far we've stepped back. We went from number 13 to number 8. Number 8 to number 13, vice versa. We need to do better than that, people. So therefore, I'm asking for you to send me names of businesses in which you would like to go ahead and highlight. So this is what we need to do. We need to highlight our own. We need to stop begging. That's right. Stop begging. You know, they have a job for I got it. I don't have a job. I'm looking for a job. I need a job. We need to create our own. We need to create our own. We need to create our own. Speaking of creating our own, the Wrong Way app. We had Sylvester Raymond, the other brothers, Edwin. Everyone was named Edwin, you know. Edwin Crittenden, Edwin Bridges. You know, my man William was here as well. We had them on the show as well, and they have this app that's out called the Wrong Way app. No situation will arise if you're driving in town and somebody's coming at you the wrong way. We had a terrible accident on I-20 once in which someone was coming the wrong way and totaled several cars out. But we can download that app. It's created by 4 black men. You know, we can invent things. We can do these things. We can do this. So that's how we can go ahead and do it. We can, again, go internally from our own strength and develop from within. Speaking of developing from within, 1011 Grill in Dallas, my man Dwayne Bryant did a great job. He did a great job with Beto O'Rourke. I think Beto O'Rourke is going to give Mr. Cruz, Senator Cruz, a run for his money. Some people told me, well, hey, that's not going to happen. But I believe deep down in my heart, I believe that if everyone got out and vote the way they supposed to vote, you know, Texas ranks like number 49 when it comes to voting. That means that we don't vote. And we talking about we don't. I'm not pulling a race card. No, not pulling a race card. Whether or not you're black, white, Hispanic, we don't vote in the state of Texas. But if Democrats came out and voted this time around, Mr. Cruz could be in trouble. Now I don't want to talk bad about Senator Cruz, not on this show, because I got a lot of good things to say about Senator Cruz. I think he was born in, well, you know, like they made President Obama produce his certificate. Maybe they need to let Senator Cruz produce his certificate as well. I'm not going to vote for no Canadian to be my United States Senator from the state of Texas. I'm going to just tell you right like that right now. Now, I understand he was born in Canada. Some kind of suspicious about that. Some suspicious about that when they have a Canadian bacon. I checked it out the other day. It looks just like ham. Real weird, isn't it? Cruz can't be trusted. If he thinks Canadian bacon is bacon and it's really ham, what else would he tell us? But, you know, that's what this is about. C.K. Keith, my man, wrote a post the other day that said, Democrats have no agenda. Democrats have no plan for the future. Yeah, he really down the Democratic Party. And I checked it out. My man, he does a great job of keeping us all informed. Young brother, you know. I appreciate his post and everything. And a lot of Democrats gonna get on him. But, you know, the truth of the matter is he may be on to something. You know? He may be on to something because, you know, I was checking this out about President Trump. And President Trump, and I grilled him last week on My Voice, My Opinion, talking about the immigrant children and the asylum seekers. These people that are trying to get into the United States have walked across 2 countries. They even walked across Mexico to get into the United States. And in regards to that, the only Democrat who took on the president of the United States was a black woman. Congresswoman, you know, Congressman Maxine Waters. She did a great job on taking on the president. But meanwhile, where's the other help? Where's the other help? The president of the United States goes ahead and sends shout outs, if you will, to the congresswoman and basically threatens her to the point where the congresswoman was supposed to be down the street, right down the street here at Friendship West. She was supposed to be here, but she didn't even come. She didn't come to town because of death threats that were against her. So when that happens, what are we seeing? What are we seeing in America in which a president of the United States and the Republican Party has not even condemned the president for this. Oh, because they winning. They winning right now. They winning because they got their guy on the Supreme Court. They got that guy on the Supreme Court, so they're doing real well right now. But there is no morality when it comes to dealing with the American people from the President of the United States, whose words that he said before he got into office was kind of X-rated. The evangelical right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call them out. I got a list of people I'm calling out today. Got a list. I'm checking them out twice. I got a list right now. They're the ones who talked about family values. They're the ones who talked about the morals of this country. But then again, when it comes down to it, when President Trump says things that are derogatory, where are they at? I tell you where they're at. They're saying a prayer. They're saying a prayer because that is what makes them feel good. But where is the morality behind your prayer? There has to be morality behind your prayer indeed. But this is what we're about. And this is my challenge to all my Republican friends. Yes, and I have a few of them. Do something else other than saying, well, I don't agree with him, but you know, I'm going to tell him when I get the chance to see him how I feel about him. And then I call you guys out. All those senators who sit there and said that, hey, look, you know, I stood strong against President Trump. I stood strong against President Trump. Are you running for re-election? No. You stand strong against President Trump? Are you running for re-election? No. Why? Because he can't do nothing to me, so therefore I'm strong. You're just like a little kid running down the street, yelling to the bully, hey, you can't catch me now. We got to end that, Republicans. And the Democrats, you letting a sister, you letting Congresswoman Maxine, my Congresswoman. It's a shame, you know, and the brothers, I'll go ahead and talk about you too. Like I said, I got a list. Congressional Black Caucus, I'll be partying with you, brothers and sisters, coming up in the fall. You guys do a great party, but meanwhile, before we do the great party, stand behind this sister and say, look, we're not going to allow the President of the United States to degrade our sister. We're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow that. We had a district attorney in San Bernardino, California, who said, where's the quote? I can't even say the words now because he said something about her being a ghetto witch. That's not the words he used. He used another words, but since this is guided by FCC rules, I can't say the word. So whatever rhymes with witch, you guys are smart. You just go ahead and put that in there. He said another word too. Now, I'm not going to repeat that neither. You just go ahead and Google that and figure out what it is. This is the America that we're living in. The America that we're living in which Republicans won't condemn the president that's wrong, and Democrats will allow their sister to go out on a limb. Will allow her to be threatened to the point where they've indicated that she couldn't even come to Dallas. Couldn't go to Friendship West. And the Congressional Black Caucus and the men, yes, I call them that, the men of the Congressional Black Caucus. A nation, and I'm talking about the black nation here. I'm going to say it right now. If we can't protect our own sisters, our own daughters, then we're not even qualified to even hold the title of a king. And we call ourselves black kings. Black kings should always take care of their black queens. Should always take care of them. Jesse, man, I think I'm a little fired up, man. You know, we got our guests coming in, and I need to chill out just for a moment. I want to bring it back home to see how we can help the people in my hood, neighborhood. I don't want to scare people away. The neighborhood of South Dallas and Oak Cliff. So, Jesse, could you go ahead and play some music right quick while I greet our guests? And then we'll cut this off and we'll retitle this. And it's not no unscripted, and we don't do all that. I'm just being real. And special shout out. We had some Jeff Aycock. That'd be real great. But since we ain't got I'm talking old clip. I want to make sure my people understand me. Since we don't have, okay, now I'm talking to people that's in. We don't have any Jeff Aycock. We'll go ahead and play whatever you like, brother.
All right.
Go ahead. You talking to Mike? You ain't gotta be scared.
All right.
Scared?
Here we go.
All right.
We'll come back with a little Can You See return first. We're gonna hit you with King Charles. They pray.
All right.
Messed up again. Fishbowl Radio, they messed up again, man. How did they do that to me? They got America's two most wanted back together again, man. Come on, we still got our crowns. We got it.
How y'all
We
doing?
kings. We kings.
Two
Kings Fishbowl Radio right here. Man, I'm on in Great Bowl, 1 to 3 on Saturdays. And you? I'm up in the 5 Bowl from 1 to 3. Oh, if you didn't know, that's red. That's what it is. I'll see you guys every Saturday. Don't miss it. We know you ain't doing nothing on Saturday from 1 to 3, but listen to us. Make your choice, and it's always with us. Number 1, 2 Kings.